Ian Fitzsimmons joins us. He's the #1 field analyst and reporter for ESPN Radio. He is the man. ESPN couldn't do without him. He's great at his job, and he's handsome. Okay, so, Ian, I'm looking at this picture here, and when I hugged you in the booth about a year ago, you don't look like this picture that I'm looking at. How much weight are you down?
I have no earthly idea which picture you're looking at, but I'd say probably the start of last season, I was 218, and the start of this year, I was 211, and I'm down to 204.
Atta guy. Look at you doing your thing.
Well, it's my wife, so let's be honest here, Hans.
Yeah.
So it was the end of the season 3 years ago. And I get back, and I'm close to like 230, man. I'm sloppy. I haven't seen my feet without a mirror since like week 8. And my wife looks at me at the end of the year, and I'm getting out of the shower, right? And she's coming in into the bedroom, and she just gets down to her birthday suit. And she goes, "If you want this again, that's got to tighten up." True story, bro.
We start running. So we
and that'll motivate a man, Bub. I mean, you're doing push-ups, but away from the table, right? I mean, you're running extra laps. You're doing crunches. Whatever. You know what? I want a cheeseburger. No. Grilled chicken salad, please. Thank you, sir. Yep.
All the little differences.
Beer? Right? No, we're gonna go water with a lemon. Son of yeah.
I live in that same world with you, in the exact same world with you, man.
Dude, she makes me at the start of every college football season now. She makes me weigh in.
Because the traveling could be hard on a man.
Thank you, Hans. You understand it. A lot of people don't. You're in the airports, right? And can you order a salad? Sure. But do you have time to sit down and eat the salad? No. Do you have time to hit Chick-fil-A on the run? Hell yeah.
Yes.
I mean, and then you get to the hotel, right? I mean, and it's press box food. Now look, we stay at pretty nice hotels, but I mean, do you want to order a steak or do you want to get the grilled chicken salad? Well, what the hell do you think you're doing? Until your wife gives you an ultimatum. And then you're passing on the steak with the twice-baked potato, and you're going with the grilled chicken salad. So there you go.
I'm right there with you, and no doubt about it. One of the things I wanted to start out with you today is talking about this.
Wasn't that, I promise you.
No, not that. Definitely not that. It's this 13-person committee and what they're currently up to, because I have felt since Tuesday night's announcements, I have felt like the committee is setting things up for BYU to fail. And it's unbelievable to me because BYU has done nothing but proven everybody wrong and only lost to one team that sits top 5 in the country. So help me understand what the committee is trying to do with BYU and as well what they're trying to do with Utah, putting them 11 and 12.
I wish I had an answer for you because I have no idea. And I'll be honest, man, like Hunter Yurachek, athletic director at Arkansas, he got thrown a curveball because he didn't sign up for this. And I feel for him because he's a new committee chair because Mack Rhodes, AD at Baylor, had to step down for personal reasons. I mean, it's been very widely public, the personal reasons, grabbing a player and this and that and whatever else is going on off the field. So he steps down. And think about this. Hunter Yurachek is also in the middle of a coaching search at Arkansas. And now you're asking him to do this as well. I mean, and so he went out there and he looked like a robot, Hans. I mean, it was like he was reading from a script and he didn't have a pulse. And it's not on him. He has to go deliver the message that the committee voted on. He may not agree with it, but he's got to deliver it.
He's got to read the verdict.
I've sat in that mock committee on not once but twice. Now, the last time I did it was about 8 years ago. But it gets heated in there. Peter Burns and I didn't talk to each other for about, 4 or 5 months.
No kidding.
I mean, it gets that hot. Hell yes. I mean, our job was like to go over the 2014 season, whatever the year was. The TCU and Baylor were vying, not only hated rivals, but they're vying for that Final Four spot. So they're 4 and 5. Remember that year?
Oh yeah, very well.
Yeah, and man, when I say Burnsy and I got into it, we got into it, and now we're best friends again. But still, it gets nasty in that room, and that committee has every analytic you can imagine. If you want to know which team in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go with a 1-score lead and they have the ball in plus territory, what's their third down conversion rate? What's their fourth down conversion rate? What's their score rate? They can give you all that. It's crazy. But I also like to rely on the damn eyeball test. in my eyeballs, let's start with BYU and Utah. Both of these teams, and I'm a big believer, defense wins titles, man. I mean, you look at those Nick Saban Alabama coach teams, yeah, the offenses got better, but, man, it was always defensive-led. Utah and BYU, folks, are both in the top 15 in points per game defensively. BYU's ahead of Bama. I mean, so is Utah. Utah is in the top 10. These two squads will get after your butt. I almost said a different word, and I remember where I was. I mean, they will knock the ever-loving snot out of you. And so when you look at these two teams, man, and how good they've been, have they tripped up? Yeah. There ain't many teams that haven't. So there's only 3, as a matter of fact, and that's Ohio State, Indiana, and A&M. But to answer your question, what are they doing with BYU and Utah? I can't answer it. Hell, look what they did to Alabama. Let me give you a blind resume, Hans. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Resume A, 2-loss team.
Okay.
1 loss to a 500 squad, 1 loss by the committee standards to a top 10 team.
Okay.
4 top 25 wins, but according to the committee. 3 of those in the top 10, or 2 of those in the top 10. Resume B, 2-loss team. Both losses to top 25 teams by the committee. 1 top 25 win. Who has a better resume?
I would say B.
I completely disagree with you. I'm going with A.
I would go A because of the top 25.
That's the team I'm going with, and that would be Alabama. And the resume B is Notre Dame. How they put Notre Dame, I'm going to tell you right, and this is conspiracy theory, and like living in Dallas, Texas, I'm all about a good grassy knoll theory, Hans. So here you go. I truly believe this committee wanted to keep Notre Dame and Miami in 2 different tiers. Now, when I say tiers, folks, there's a block of sets that you start voting on. 25, I think it was to 21, and 21 to – then it comes to a denomination of 3. I think it goes to like 18, and then or whatever it is, and then you start voting in tiers of 3. So you look at where they put Miami at 13, and then Utah, and then BYU. That was a tier. Then the next tier was Alabama, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma. Those are the 3 teams that you're voting on, and where to put them. And so they did not match up. I think they wanted to keep Notre Dame and Miami separate from one another. Now, why? I have no damn idea. Is it the Notre Dame brand? I have no clue. But I think that is part of why Alabama dropped 6 spots on a 2-point loss to the number 18 by the committee, and they have 4 top 25 wins. I truly believe that's why BYU is at 11. That's why Utah is at 12. So when you look at BYU's resume, is it that much different than Notre Dame's?
Well, let me slide that in, Ian, because I'll submit example C, which is a team that is currently 9-1. They are 4-1 against Power 4 teams with a winning record. They are 5-1 against FBS teams with a winning record. Their only loss is the current number 5, and they've got a win over current number 12. That's a pretty damn good BYU resume.
Cougars. Yeah, you just went with the BYU Cougars. Yeah, I mean, so I think that BYU and Utah got caught up in the Notre Dame-Miami situation that the committee was trying to avoid for some ungodly reason. Just use the eyeballs, use your analytics, and also watch the damn game and rank the teams accordingly. Now, having said all of that, BYU fans, Utah fans, you have a simple solution. Just keep winning. Because think about this. At this time last year, after the 3rd reveal, Clemson was ranked 23rd in the country. Arizona State was unranked. You know where those 2 teams ended up? College football playoff.
Yep.
And Arizona State almost survived and advanced in the college football playoff by almost knocking off Texas.
Double overtime.
Keep stacking wins, and you still have a shot. Because look at this weekend. Last weekend, folks, was football Valhalla. From the start of college game day to the 10 a.m. mountain window, all the way until you're looking at the back of your eyelids. Then you woke up on Sunday, NFL Sunday. We had 5 games end on game-winning kicks. 7 games came down to the damn last possession. It was football heaven. This weekend, starting tomorrow, we got 2 great games, or really 3 great games. I was going to have 2 greats and a good, because one of them you might not like what I'm going to say. But there's only 2 games this weekend that you have ranked on ranked. That's it. And you know what normally happens in weekends like this?
Confusion. Chaos. Confusion. Yeah. I'm with you.
There's no doubt in my mind, chaos hands is a coming on Saturday.
Okay, Ian, before I let you go, I know you got to jump off here pretty quick, but before I let you go, there's a couple of games that BYU and Utah fans are looking at in terms of top 25 rankings. If USC were to beat Oregon,
ain't going to happen, but go ahead.
Would Oregon fall below BYU and Utah, or would USC go above BYU and Utah, being an 9-2 team with a win over Oregon?
This committee values where the teams are ranked currently, not when you beat them. And obviously that Penn State win at the time was a monster. We all saw it. We all witnessed it. That was a monster win. Oregon beat Penn State not once but twice. We talked about that, a long time ago now, because it feels like it was an eternity ago. But when you look at Oregon right now, the committee doesn't like them. I think they'd punish them even worse than Alabama. So the easy answer is I think they would fall below both BYU and Utah if they were to both win this weekend at Cincinnati and then against, obviously, Kansas State.
Would USC stay below them if they got that win?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer to that one. I'd probably keep USC below them right now. But Vegas has already spoken. They have Oregon as a 9.5-point favorite. Yeah. It's very rare where Vegas will dangle a little carrot like, come on, come take a little bite. Come on, and then they chop your head off, right? They're begging America to take USC. Give me Oregon.
See, I feel the same way about Georgia Tech, Georgia. Like, I don't think there is a world that Georgia Tech beats Georgia, but that would be Georgia's second loss, and that would be two-loss ACC team, Georgia Tech, that has been kind of kept at bay as Miami is ranked as a two-loss ACC team above them. But I can't figure out what that would do with the committee. Would the committee drop Georgia? Would the committee raise Georgia Tech? I feel like they'd keep Georgia above BYU and Utah as a two-loss team, losing to Georgia Tech.
Well, they talk out both sides of their mouth right now, right? I mean, they're talking about head-to-head. Doesn't matter as much when it comes to Miami and Notre Dame, but they said the head-to-head did matter with Oklahoma and Alabama. So I can't answer that question because I have no damn idea what the hell they're thinking.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, Ian, it's a Skyline Chili four-way day for me coming up on Saturday morning.
I'm a three-way guy. You're going all the way,
I'm going all the way.
Hey, I hate to tell you this, Hans, and I pray to God I'm wrong because you know how much I love Kalani. I think chaos is a coming for you on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Vegas only has BYU as a 2-point favorite. Remember that little carrot I was talking about? I think they're begging America to take the Cougars. Wow. And every now and then they lose that game, but BYU, be very, very careful. This is a scrappy Cincinnati team. Be careful.
There you go. Ian Fitzsimmons, best sideline reporter in the business.
I hope Fry Sauce takes care of Skyline Chili. There you go.
Ian, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks, brother.
All right, my brother. Safe travels. Enjoy Cincy.
You too. Bye.